This is Sherlock 13, also from Arcane Wonders. This one's very simple, and it's 2 to 4 players. There is a deck of 13 cards. They have suspects on them. And every one of these cards has a different array of icons on the bottom of it. What I'm going to do during the setup is I'm going to shuffle all of these, and I'm going to set one of these cards aside, and that is the murderer, whoever did it. Then the rest of the cards are going to get dealt out to everybody who's playing as evenly as possible, which I think is always even, actually. I think the math always works out there. So everybody's going to have a little note card that they can keep notes on, and you've got a little player screen to keep your information private for yourself. On this little sheet, I'm going to write everybody's name. And then I'm going to, at the start of the game, after I deal out cards, I'm going to check off boxes next to the cards that I get to eliminate them. Like, I know that's not the suspect that I'm looking for. Then we're going to take turns, and on your turn, you get to perform one action. There are 3 choices. The first one is an investigate action, where you will name one of the icons that is in the deck, and then everybody else at the table has to raise their hand if they have any of that icon in their cards.
Okay. But they don't tell you how many.
They don't tell you how many. They just tell you yes or no on whether or not they have any of them.
The number next to the icon is how many.
How many of them there are in the deck?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And you can write little. There's like a little suggested notation thing in the rule book here.
I would love
for
to see that.
like. So like this is like I don't know, or this is like this one has something, or this one is like I know exactly how many this person has.
Okay.
Type of stuff.
Okay.
So there's the investigate action, where you just name an icon, and if anybody else at the table has it, they raise their hand. That's it. You do not have to raise your hand for your own investigate action.
Okay.
The second action is interrogate, where you pick a specific player and ask them how many do you have of this particular icon. And they have to tell you. They have to be honest. So through that, you're going to be filling out stuff on your card here and trying to whittle down, just like looking, there's a nice little reference sheet for all of these characters for, okay, if so-and-so has that icon and this icon, maybe that means they've got Mrs. Hudson, so I can rule that one out or whatever. You're going to try and rule everybody out until you get down to what you think the right suspect is. Then, when you've gotten to that point, the third possible action you can take on your turn is an accuse action.
Accuse!
When you take the accuse action, you name who you think the culprit is, and then privately look at that card. If you're right, you reveal it face up on the table, you win the game. If you're wrong, you put it back face down, and all of your future turns are skipped, but you still have to answer people when they interrogate and investigate.
Gotcha. Okay.
And that's the game. Hey, thanks for checking out BNB Tabletop, the home of the Board and Barrel, a live show every Sunday night at 5 p.m. Pacific where me and my buddies play board games. If you haven't seen it, you're missing out. We like to keep things interactive with our Buff and Nerf house rules that allow you to influence the course of the game, and virtual bingo cards that could win you a free board game of your own. So do us a favor, do yourself a favor. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and ding that notification bell. Thanks again for stopping by. We'll see you Sunday night.